The sleek shuttle touched down on the landing pad of Zoral University, the most prestigious institution in the galaxy. The humans stepped out, their eyes wide with a mix of excitement and nervousness. They were the first of their kind to attend this elite university, known for its diverse alien population and cutting-edge research. Leading the group was Emily Carter, a bright-eyed engineering student with a knack for innovation. Beside her was Jack Thompson, a talented musician, and Sarah Johnson, an athlete who excelled in several sports. Each had been chosen for their unique talents and perspectives, qualities that would soon shake the very foundations of the university. As they walked towards the grand entrance, they were greeted by an assortment of alien species, each more exotic than the last. Tall, slender beings with shimmering skin, short and stout creatures with multiple limbs, and others that defied human comprehension. The humans felt the weight of hundreds of curious eyes on them. "Welcome to Zoral University," boomed a voice. It belonged to Professor Zalax, a towering figure with translucent scales and multiple eyes that seemed to see everything at once. "You are here to learn, but also to teach. Your perspectives will be a valuable addition to our academic community." Emily, Jack, and Sarah exchanged nervous glances but nodded in agreement. They were ready for the challenge, even if it meant stepping into the unknown. Their first day was a whirlwind of introductions and orientations. They were shown around the vast campus, with its towering spires and floating gardens. The university's architecture was a blend of the styles of countless alien cultures, a testament to its diverse student body. Classes began the next day. Emily found herself in a class on advanced engineering, where the professor, a being with 4 arms and a mind that worked faster than any humans, introduced them to technologies that seemed straight out of science fiction. Emily quickly realized that her human knowledge, while advanced on Earth, was rudimentary here. But it was Jack who made the first real impact. In his music class, he introduced the concept of jazz, a genre unknown to the aliens. His improvised performance on a digital saxophone left the class in awe. The aliens, who are used to rigid mathematical compositions, found the free-flowing nature of jazz both baffling and fascinating. Sarah, on the other hand, faced a different kind of challenge. She joined the university's athletic team, which practiced a sport that was a mix of soccer, basketball, and something entirely alien. The rules were complex, and the physical demands were immense. But Sarah's determination and adaptability quickly earned her the respect of her teammates. Despite their initial successes, the humans also faced significant hurdles. Many of the alien students viewed them with suspicion, unsure of what to make of these newcomers. There were whispered conversations and sideways glances, and the occasional outright hostility. One day, as Emily was working in the engineering lab, a group of alien students approached her. Their leader, a tall being with glowing eyes, sneered. "What can a human possibly teach us about technology? Your species is primitive compared to ours." Emily took a deep breath, standing her ground. "It's not about teaching you," she replied calmly. "It's about sharing different ways of thinking. Maybe together, we can come up with something better than either of us could alone." The alien students looked taken aback, but Emily hoped her words had made some impact, however small. That evening, as the humans gathered in their dormitory, they shared their experiences. "It's tough," Jack admitted, "but I think we're starting to get through to some of them." Sarah nodded. "We just need to keep showing them what we can do," Emily smiled, feeling a renewed sense of determination. "Let's give them perspectives they've never seen before." Little did they know, their journey was only just beginning, and the challenges ahead would test their resolve and ingenuity in ways they couldn't imagine. But one thing was clear: the human students were here to stir things up, and Zoral University would never be the same. The next few weeks at Zoral University were a whirlwind for Emily, Jack, and Sarah. They threw themselves into their studies and extracurricular activities, determined to make their mark. However, the initial excitement quickly gave way to the reality of the cultural clash they were experiencing. In her engineering class, Emily faced constant skepticism. Her innovative ideas were often met with dismissive remarks. One day, during a project on renewable energy sources, She proposed using a concept from Earth known as solar panels. Her alien classmates, who relied on more advanced, yet less efficient energy sources, were unimpressed. "This is primitive," scoffed one of her classmates, a reptilian being named Takora. "We've moved beyond such basic technologies," Emily stood her ground. "Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Let's at least test it." To her surprise, Professor Zalax backed her up. "Innovation often comes from revisiting the basics," he said. Let Emily proceed. The experiment was a success, and Emily's classmates began to see the value in her approach. Slowly, she earned their respect, but it was clear there was still a long way to go. Meanwhile, Jack was making waves in the music department. His introduction of jazz had sparked interest, but also confusion. One day, he organized a jam session, inviting his alien classmates to join him in creating spontaneous music. At first, they struggled to grasp the concept of improvisation, used to meticulously plan compositions. "Just feel the music," Jack encouraged, strumming his guitar. "Let it guide you." It was rocky at first, with awkward notes and mismatched rhythms. But gradually, the aliens began to catch on. By the end of the session, they were producing a strange but harmonious blend of human and alien music. The experience was eye-opening for everyone involved, and Jack felt a sense of accomplishment as his classmates applauded, some of them genuinely smiling for the first time. Sarah, too, was breaking barriers on the athletic field. The sport she was learning, called Veltara, was intense and required both physical and mental agility. Her natural athleticism helped her excel, but it was her strategic thinking that truly set her apart. One day, during a high-stakes match, she suggested a new play that took advantage of her human agility. "We'll never win if we stick to the old strategies," she argued with her team captain, a burly creature named Grath. "Trust me, this will work." Reluctantly, Grath agreed. The play was risky, but it paid off. Sarah's team won the match, and she was hailed as a hero. Her teammates began to see her not just as a human, but as a valuable player. Despite these victories, the humans still faced prejudice and misunderstanding. One evening, they found themselves surrounded by a group of hostile alien students. Their leader, a hulking figure with multiple eyes, sneered at them. "You think you can just waltz in here and change everything?" he growled. "You're outsiders. You don't belong." Emily stepped forward, her voice steady. "We're not here to change everything. We're here to learn and to share what we know. Isn't that the point of this university?" The alien leader seemed taken aback, but didn't relent. "We'll see about that." The tension was palpable, but the humans held their ground. That night, as they regrouped in their dormitory, they discussed their next steps. "We're making progress," Sarah said, her tone defiant. "But it's clear some people don't want us here." Jack nodded. "We just have to keep pushing forward. Show them what we can do," Emily agreed. "Let's keep bridging those gaps. One day, they'll see we belong." The days ahead were filled with more challenges, but also more moments of triumph. Through their determination and unique perspectives, Emily, Jack, and Sarah continued to stir up the university, forging new paths and breaking down barriers. The journey was far from over, but they were ready for whatever came next. As the semester progressed, Emily, Jack, and Sarah continued to navigate the complexities of life at Zoral University. Their efforts began to pay off in unexpected ways, leading to breakthroughs and the formation of deep bonds with their alien peers. Emily's engineering class took on a new project, designing a sustainable habitat for a newly discovered planet. The challenge was immense, requiring innovative thinking and collaboration. Emily proposed integrating Earth's permaculture principles with the advanced technology of her alien classmates. Her idea was initially met with skepticism, but Professor Zalax encouraged the class to give it a try. Working together, Emily and her team designed a habitat that was both technologically advanced and environmentally sustainable. The project became a university showcase, and Emily's classmates began to see her not as an outsider, but as a leader. Takora, who had been one of her harshest critics, admitted, I didn't think humans had much to offer, but you've proven me wrong." Meanwhile, Jack's music class was preparing for the annual Interstellar Music Festival, a prestigious event that drew performers from across the galaxy. Jack suggested they perform a fusion piece, combining human jazz with alien musical traditions. The idea was bold and risky, but his classmates were intrigued. Rehearsals were intense, with moments of frustration and breakthrough. Jack's patience and passion for music helped bridge the gap between the different styles. When the day of the festival arrived, their performance was a stunning success, earning a standing ovation and praise from the university's music community. One of his classmates, a quiet alien named Lyra, approached him after the performance. "Your music. It speaks in ways I never imagined," she said, her eyes reflecting genuine admiration. "Thank you for sharing it with us on the athletic field." Sarah's contributions continued to shine. The Veltara team was preparing for the championship, and Sarah's innovative strategies had become a crucial part of their playbook. Her ability to think outside the box and adapt quickly earned her the respect of even the most skeptical teammates. During one intense practice, Grath, the team captain, approached her. "You know, I never thought a human could teach us anything about Veltara," he admitted. "But you've changed the way we play. We're better because of you." As the championship game approached, the pressure mounted. The team faced formidable opponents, but Sarah's leadership and unyielding determination inspired her teammates. In the final moments of the game, she executed a daring play that led to their victory. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Sarah was lifted high by her teammates, their previous prejudices forgotten in the thrill of their win. Despite their successes, the humans still encountered resistance. One day, a group of alien students vandalized their dormitory, painting hateful messages on the walls. The incident shook them, but they refused to be intimidated. "We can't let this stop us," Emily said firmly. "We've come too far." Jack nodded in agreement. "Let's turn this into an opportunity to show what we're made of," Sarah, always the fighter, added. "We'll clean this up and keep moving forward." They can't break us. With the support of their alien friends, they cleaned the dormitory and continued to focus on their studies and activities. The incident, rather than discouraging them, strengthened their resolve and united them with their allies. One evening, as they relaxed in their common room, Tekora, Lyra, and Grath joined them. They shared stories of their different cultures, laughing and learning from each other. The bonds they formed were genuine and deep, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. Emily looked around at her friends, both human and alien, and felt a sense of pride and hope. "We've started something here," she said softly. "Something that can change this university for the better." Jack strummed his guitar, playing a gentle tune. "Here's to new perspectives," he said with a smile. Sarah raised a glass of alien fruit juice. "And to the friendships we've made along the way." The journey was far from over, but the human students had already made an indelible mark on Zoral University. They had stirred up the status quo, introduced unseen perspectives, and most importantly, built bridges between worlds. The future was bright, and together, they were ready to face whatever came next. As the semester moved into its final phase, the humans faced their greatest challenges yet. The cultural exchange had been enlightening, but not everyone was ready to embrace the change. Emily, Jack, and Sarah had to navigate new obstacles, all while maintaining the momentum they had built. Emily's engineering team was selected to present their sustainable habitat project at the Intergalactic Science Symposium. The competition was fierce, with participants from some of the most technologically advanced civilizations. As they prepared, the pressure mounted. Tekora, who had become one of Emily's closest allies, expressed his concerns. "This symposium is a different level," he said. "The judges will scrutinize every detail." Emily nodded. "I know, but we've put our best into this project. We just have to trust in our work." During the presentation, Emily spoke passionately about their design, emphasizing the blend of human simplicity and alien innovation. The judges asked tough questions, but Emily and her team answered confidently. When the results were announced, they were awarded second place, a remarkable achievement given the competition. The recognition brought pride and validation to their efforts. Meanwhile, Jack's music class was preparing for the final exam, a solo performance that would be evaluated by a panel of renowned musicians from across the galaxy. Jack chose to play a piece that fused human jazz with alien melodies, a bold choice that reflected his journey. On the day of the exam, the auditorium was filled with students and faculty. Jack's performance was mesmerizing, his fingers dancing across the keys of his instrument with a blend of precision and emotion. The alien judges, initially skeptical, were visibly moved. When he finished, the applause was thunderous. He received the highest marks, and his performance was praised for its creativity and emotional depth. Sarah faced her own set of challenges on the athletic field. The Veltara team had advanced to the Intercollegiate Championship, where they would face their most formidable rivals. The opposing team was known for their ruthless tactics and unmatched skill. As the game approached, tension ran high. Grath, now fully trusting in Sarah's abilities, sought her advice. "We need a strategy that will catch them off guard," he said. Sarah proposed a daring plan that relied on speed and teamwork, leveraging her human agility and her teammates' unique abilities. The game was intense, with both teams pushing their limits. In the final moments, Sarah executed a move that secured their victory. The crowd erupted in cheers, and Sarah was hailed as a hero once again. Despite these triumphs, not all was well. The resistance they faced from some alien students grew more aggressive. One night, as they returned to their dormitory, they found it vandalized again, this time with threatening messages. The incident shook them deeply, but they refused to back down. "We can't let fear control us," Emily said, her voice steady despite the tension. Jack agreed. "We've proven that we belong here. This is just another challenge to overcome." Sarah clenched her fists. "We'll show them that we're not going anywhere." With the support of their friends, they reported the incident to the university authorities. The administration, appalled by the hostility, promised to take stronger measures to ensure their safety. The incident also spurred many alien students to speak out against the discrimination, further uniting the student body. In the final weeks of the semester, the humans continued to excel in their respective fields. Emily's team was invited to present their project at other universities, spreading their innovative ideas. Jack was offered a chance to collaborate on an interstellar music project, bridging cultures through his unique fusion style. Sarah was named captain of the Veltara team for the next season, a testament to her leadership and skill. As they gathered for the end-of-semester celebration, the humans reflected on their journey. They had faced prejudice and resistance, but they had also made incredible strides and formed lasting bonds. Their presence at Zoral University had indeed stirred things up, bringing new perspectives that enriched everyone involved. Professor Zalax, who had supported them from the beginning, addressed the gathering. "These human students have shown us the value of diversity and the strength that comes from difference. They have not only succeeded academically, but have also bridged cultural gaps and built a more inclusive community. For that, we are all grateful." Emily, Jack, and Sarah stood together, their hearts filled with pride and hope. They had come a long way, and their journey was far from over. With their newfound friends and allies, they looked forward to a future where humans and aliens could learn and grow together, united by the pursuit of knowledge and understanding. The final days of the semester were filled with a mix of anticipation and reflection. Emily, Jack, and Sarah had come a long way since their arrival at Zoral University, but their journey was not. The experiences they had shared, the challenges they had faced, and the bonds they had formed had transformed them and the university in ways they could never have imagined. As they prepared for their final exams, a sense of camaraderie filled the air. Alien students who had once been skeptical or hostile now offered their support. Study groups formed, blending human and alien knowledge, and the library buzzed with the energy of collaborative learning. Emily's final engineering exam was a comprehensive project that required integrating multiple technologies into a single, cohesive system. Her team's project, a self-sustaining habitat module, drew on everything they had learned throughout the semester. The presentation went smoothly, and the judges were impressed by their innovative approach. Emily felt a surge of pride as they received top marks. Jack's final performance was the highlight of the end. He had composed a piece that combined human jazz with alien tonalities, creating a sound that was both familiar and otherworldly. As he played, the audience was captivated by the beauty and complexity of the music. The applause was overwhelming, and Jack knew he had succeeded in bridging two worlds through his art. Sarah's final Volterra match was a demonstration game against the faculty team, a tradition at the university. Her leadership and strategic thinking had earned her the respect of her teammates, and they were determined to win. The game was intense, filled with high energy and close calls. In the end, Sarah's team emerged victorious, and she was celebrated for her contributions both on and off the field. The final night at Zoral University was marked by a grand celebration. The campus was decorated with lights and banners, and the atmosphere was festive. Students and faculty from all backgrounds came together to celebrate the end of the semester and the achievements of the human students. Professor Zoral took the stage to address the gathering. Tonight, we celebrate not just the end of a semester, but the beginning of a new era at Zoral University. Emily, Jack, and Sarah have shown us the power of diversity and the strength that comes from embracing different perspectives. Their journey has been one of resilience, innovation, and unity. As the crowd applauded, Emily, Jack, and Sarah felt a deep sense of accomplishment. They had faced numerous challenges, but they had also made lasting contributions to the university and its community. Later that evening, as they gathered with their friends in the common room, they reflected on their journey. Takora, Lyra, and Grath joined them, sharing stories and laughter. The bonds they had formed were strong, built on mutual respect and shared experiences. Who would have thought we'd come this far? Emily mused, looking around at her friends. Jack nodded. We've faced a lot, but we've also achieved a lot. And we've made some amazing friends along the way. Sarah raised her to new perspectives and lasting friendships. As they toasted, the future seemed bright. The human students had not only succeeded academically, but had also helped create a more inclusive and dynamic university. They had shown that different perspectives could lead to greater understanding and innovation. In the months that followed, the impact of their presence continued to be felt. Emily's engineering innovations were adopted by other universities. Jack's musical fusion became a new genre appreciated by many, and Sarah's leadership in sports inspired other students to think creatively and inclusively. Their journey at Zoral University had come to an end, but the legacy they left behind would endure. They had stirred up the university with their unseen perspectives, paving the way for future generations of students, both human and alien, to learn and grow together. As they prepared to leave for their next adventures, Emily, Jack, and Sarah knew that they had made a difference. They had proven that no matter how different they might seem, they could find common ground and achieve great things together. The future was filled with possibilities, and they were ready to embrace it, united by the experiences they had shared and the friendships they had forged.